Okay, good to see everyone. This is a song I worked on recently. And as a matter of fact, all three of them are new songs for me, which is always good. But, you know, you can play them and play them and play them, and then you come play them here, and that's a whole new thing. So here we go. This one's called The One Thing. Driving down an old dusty road, somewhere out here in the middle of nowhere. I'm dodging these rocks and these ruts in the road, leaving a cloud of dust in the air. All my troubles and all my cares, I left them far behind back there. I'm driving through these North Georgia's tall southern pines. Only one thing on my mind, and that's the one thing that I couldn't leave behind. Like it or not, brought her along for the ride, sitting next to me right by my side. I've been talking at her for at least 100 miles or more. She didn't want to come, stayed behind with her friends. That's another story and it'll never end. Said she didn't know what it is I'm trying to find. Yeah, there's only one thing on my mind, and that's the one thing that I couldn't leave behind. Left her right where I found her so many miles ago. Family and friends surrounding her, hell, she'll hardly even know. Last thing I heard her say was just go. And now there's only one thing on my mind, and it's the one thing that I couldn't leave behind. Now the distance is getting farther, the conversations have gone cold, and I'm not getting any younger, but I'm damn sure not too old to pack up my bags and head out further up the road. The last thing I heard her say was just go. Yeah, there's only one thing on my mind, and it's the one thing that I couldn't leave behind. I turned around a couple of times in my mind, kicking up dust in North Georgia's tall southern pines. Don't know where I'm headed, and I don't know what I might find. Still, there's only one thing on my mind. That's the one thing that I couldn't leave behind. The distance is getting farther, the conversations have gone cold, and I'm not getting any younger, but I'm damn sure not too old pack up my bags and head out further up the road. The last thing that I heard her say was go. Thank you. Exhale. Always stuff close to my heart, you know. You rip them out. All right, here's another one. This one is called Be There For You. Okay. I know the sun will rise this morning high above these dark clouds. I know the moon will shine tonight even if it can't be found. I know the winds will sometimes blow and the rains will come and go. For you I'll always be there. I don't need no four walls for to try and hold you in. I'll be right there for you like a spirit in the wind. And when your long day is ended and you come home again, I'll be there for you again. I'll be there for you like you'd be here for me. Two shipwrecked soulmates stranded on an island in the sea. I went to see a movie up there on that big screen. They were playing out the parts, heavy in the scene. Something bad was about to happen. The music hung in the air, and in that moment I knew for you I'd always be there. I'll be there for you like you'd be here for me. Two twin flame soulmates stranded on an island in the sea. Now it's a mystery how it happens, and it was foretold long ago. There's a destiny and a purpose for each and every soul. In a dream I heard you call my name. I answered you just the same. For you I'll always be there. I'll be there for you, like you'd be here for me. Two stranded shipmates, soul wrecked on an island in the sea. I'll be there for you, like you'd be here for me. Two shipwrecked soulmates stranded on an island in the sea. Because I know the sun will rise this morning high above these dark clouds. I know the moon will shine tonight, even if it can't be found. I know the winds will sometimes blow and the rains come and go, but for you I'll always be there. For you I will always be there. Hey, thank you. Robert inspired me a little bit on that song with that I Wish For You song that he does, for you, you, and you know, I like that. It's stuck in my head. I like that song. All right, here's one that's really off the charts for me. Over again. Much better. We are standing on this hallowed ground of the ones who came before us. We are standing on this hallowed ground of the ones who came before us. Standing on this hallowed ground of the ones who came before us. We are walking with the spirits and the souls of those who came before us. Yes, we are walking with the spirits and the souls of the ones who came before us. Standing on this hallowed ground of those who came before us. We are the descendants of the ancestors of the ancient ones that came before us. Yes, we are standing on hallowed ground on the one who came before. Standing on this hallowed ground of those who came before us. Crossing every ocean, the deserts and the plains, the Arctic and the Amazon and the highest mountain range. Lived among the valleys, they lived on the mountainsides, they lived deep in the forests, on the waters they did ride. They were hunters and gatherers, builders of bricks and stone, wanderers and warriors, some lived and died by the sword. We are the descendants of the ancestors, the ones who came before, the ones who came before, and the ones who came before. We are standing on hallowed ground, the ones who came before, and those who came before, and those who came before. Yes, we are standing on hallowed ground, all the ones who came before. We are the spirits and souls of the ones who came before us, standing on this hallowed ground, the ones who came before. Born into the challenge, inherited the task, guardians of the future, historians of the past. We live among the valleys, we live on the mountainsides, we live in the forests. On the waters we do ride, we are the descendants of the ancestors, the ones who came before, the ones who came before, and the ones who came before. As we are standing on this hallowed ground of the ones who came before us. Woo is right. Thank you. Ho, ho, ho.